All right, boys. Kingler here for week 8 at PUDL. Pretty tough week to prep because it's going into Christmas. Just wanted to go over the playoff picture, and then I'll go into my team. I'm going to leave my opponent's team on the side here so you can kind of see what's going on, or at least what I'm looking at while I'm getting ready to prep. But just to cover the playoff picture, pretty much, I play Alex this week. We're both 4-3. I'm +5. He's +4. Based off some other matchups, I could be wrong, obviously, and maybe there's a way, but because MSR and Dusty play each other, and Lemon and Enove play each other, and just based on the diffs, I think it's very, very hard, if not mathematically impossible, for me to lose in a way to where I would get eliminated from playoffs. And like I said, I'm open to being proved wrong, but I think I would need to lose 6-0, which would put me at a 0. And at that point, Dusty's at -3, so he would need to win 4-0. But at the same time, if he wins 4-0, MSR goes to -3. So I don't think I can drop behind 10th or under 10th, but anything's possible, like I said, But I'm thinking it's the world in which that occurs is very hard to find ourselves in. And I don't know what's going on with the music, but I feel like it just keeps creeping up in my ear. Maybe it's too low now, or we're not even gonna be able to hear it. But I feel like I can't think during this song. All right. Anyway, with that out of the way, I'm still gonna put in. I brought a team. Still gonna try and win the game as I'm playing it, but I didn't necessarily sit down and look at this matchup and say this is a must-win. Obviously, a win would be cool. If I win with good diff, there's a chance I could overtake some spots above me if any of those guys lose their game. Minus if I were to get a +6, I'd get to +11. So I think the only person I can't reach, depending on if they win or lose, would be Funch. But yeah, obviously if all 4 of those guys lose, I could go to second. It's not likely. I can maybe catch Peter or Keith if they lose, or even if they win, but not never mind, not by the win, because I'm 4-3. But yeah, I think we're kind of pretty locked in here as the 6th seed, which would mean at the moment we would get our rematch versus Miko of the Maple Leafs, and do what we should have done weeks ago and defeat him. But let's go into my team real quick. So let me just switch over here. All right, let me move the camera down just so we can get the sets going. I'm gonna shrink the glyph of the team a little bit because it don't really matter. All right, so as we can see, Alex's team is very, very dangerous. Enamorous, Infernape, Corviknight, Mence, Jolteon, Terra, Mamoswine. There's all kinds of threats on this team. So the honest goal here I had was just do what I can. So Wano again just coming SD, Cudgel, Hornleech to hit Vaporeon, Play Rough to hit Mence. Moldbreaker will let me immune, it'll ignore the fire immune out of Colossal, but I don't really hit it very hard, so we don't really want this mon in front of that anyway. So with that in mind, we decided to, obviously I'm just running max attack with some speed, Crept for Infernape. It's not crazy, always locked into the mask. If I had to give a general thought process on Ogerpon so far and how I felt, being locked into this item has felt limiting in certain builds, but honestly, I think it's still got pretty good kills and deaths, even getting hacks a couple weeks, so still very strong. I only paid either 15 or 16 points, so maybe he, were to stay around that threshold in a regional draft league, but it was fun to use him, but I don't know if I'd necessarily run it back immediately. Would I ever draft this mon again? Yes. Will I take him 2nd overall next time? Probably not. So we're going to go into the next mon. So when Colossal comes in, we're pretty much going to go hard Ting Lu. We just want to put up rocks. We just want to Whirlwind. We want to Heavy Slam this Enam if he tries to go hard. And Earthquake kind of hits the rest of the team. We're a little walled by Corviknight, but that's fine. If we're in front of Corviknight, we just want to put up rocks, force him to defog, or just Whirlwind the Corviknight out. Real simple stuff. I've said this 4 times. I even didn't bring them on, so I didn't do it last week. I try to hold on to Ting Lu so hard in the back, and it just, I don't know. I just feel like because he's so good that he's always good to keep, but if he gets too low or if he's toxic or paralyzed or whatever happens, burned, I gotta let him go. The next mod I'm bringing is ID Press Gyro Ball Future Sight Bronzong. Same thing, just want a Future Sight to threaten him out, also make him think about his turns. He doesn't have a Dark type to switch into this Future Sight. It also threatens Infernape a lot. Gyro Ball will kill Enam if he tries to go there to click Mystical Fire. Iron Defense will let me get big in case he wants to click Knock on Mamoswine. And yeah, had a lot of fun with Bronzong. Definitely was worth the draft. So after that, I decided to craft a lead. I'm doing my lead Rotom Heat. I don't think he's got a great swatch. Sorry, he does not have a great switch into Rotom Heat on his team in my mind. Yeah, he has 2 electric immunes and a fire immune, but generally, you know, he can't stop this Mon from clicking one of those. So I'm going to lead this Mon with Sticky Barb, and I'm clicking Trick. Something's getting it. I'll take whatever item he gives me. Lefties, boots, specs, scarf, doesn't really matter. He does not really want to give this thing really anything. And then we'll see what's there on what we click next. But yeah, Will-O-Wisp, if I can catch Mence or something, would be good. Yeah, I just decided to bring the Rotom with Trick. I'm kind of running out of options. He's come Nasty Plot. I can't run Defog on it. So I'm just trying something different because he is good in the matchup, as we can see. But it's just tough. It's just tough to want to use him. Then I've got the classic Zapdos. I might switch out this Heat Wave. Heat Wave, Thunderbolt, U-Turn, Roost, same thing. He just threatens a lot. I'm gonna make this live on stream. We're gonna make it Hurricane so that I can miss that on Uxie and cry. Hurricane, Thunderbolt, U-Turn, Roost. I guess we're kind of walled by Mamoswine with the Hurricane, but we don't want to be in front of Mamoswine anyway. So if Mamoswine's alive, we're clicking U-Turn until he's, you know, in kill threshold or whatever. I'm just going a little bit fast so that we can catch Mamoswine if he's like Jolly or whatever, but I don't know. It might just be Banded Ice Shard, honestly. But yeah, simple enough. Simple enough. So then my last Mon, just to give him one more week. I don't know what my playoff matchup will be when we get into playoffs, hopefully. And I'm not sure he'll come because I feel like the matchups are kind of hard depending on what's going on. I wanted to bring Bramble one more time. Very simple. Just Terra Fairy, Strength Sap, Poltergeist. He's got no Ghost Resist. Rapid Spin to get any kind of rocks off so that hopefully Wano or Ogerpon can punch a big enough hole. And then Power Whip will do enough damage and stuff like Mamoswine. Pretty much Mamoswine. Vaporeon, it also threatens. We don't want him to sit and Wish Pass all over me. Strength Sap for HP back. And I mean, that's it really. We don't even really need Terra Blast this time. Yeah, I guess Terra Blast would help us hit Mence, but you know, I'm not that worried really. So that's about it. I'm gonna see if I can get into game soon here. Good luck to me and Alex. If there's a way that I can win this game, but we can both still make playoffs, that'd be cool. I haven't really watched this game, so I don't know what his seasons looked like, but I know that we're both 4-3, and I'm only 1 diff over him. So we want to goal here is to not get 6-0'd. That is the #1 goal of the game. And that's about it. See you guys in there. Alright guys, here we are for the last week of PUDL, getting in game. Originally when I made the team I was supposed to play just a little bit after, but it ended up getting delayed, so it's a couple days later. So I did not get right into the game, which is fine. But yeah, let's hit accept and see what happens here. Alright, yeah. Nope, no problem, no problem. I kind of forgot my prep a little bit, so maybe I'm doomed. I don't remember his team is the big issue. Obviously, I remember Mamoswine and stuff. Infernape's fine, Mence, Muck, all that's fine. Corviknight, Colossal. Yeah, so I think I'm still gonna lead Rotom and click for the Sticky Barb. Muck's a little bit annoying. It hasn't come yet, so I don't know really what his exact like setter ideas could be, but not a huge issue for me. I think some other games have been played, and I think mathematically I cannot be eliminated from playoffs. But alright, let's get it. So this mon's super scary as well. I don't know if it gets a move to kill me off the rip, but we're just gonna hit him, see what happens. Let's see, we took his band off, so I think we can go Zapdos for free here. So Infernape's pretty much dealt with at this point. I want to get healthy here so that I don't have to try and click Roost on somebody else, even though it probably lets Mamoswine in for free. Wait 1 second. I could U-turn, because I always have the speed on my Zapdos to like Roost on Corv, Colossal, or Muck, so maybe it is just better to U-turn. Yeah, I should have just Roosted. He probably just clicked it again, so it might be time to throw out Rotom, which is unfortunate. He could even be trying to save Infernape as like a sack. Oh, this was his rocker? That's fine. That's fine. So we don't do a lot to this team with Tinglu. Like, I could save for Earthquake, but no big deal. I'm gonna go hard, sacking Bramblegast here is really, really bad if he just clicks Flare Blitz. Like, this Infernape is going so crazy for him for no reason. But he's got to click CC if he wants to kill Tinglu. That's good. We wanted that, obviously. Kind of forces him to go like Colossal, which isn't great for me, but it's okay. Yeah, we really are in a decent spot. We just gotta be careful. We don't really want him to go Salamence here either, I don't think. Could be pretty bad. This chipped Tinglu is the next sack, I think. If we could have gotten like one para to not lose so much health, yeah, then it would have been really good for us. Yeah, so at this point, I think I just go Zapdos and Roost, I think, depending on what he clicks out, I think he might be kind of walled since he's Intimidate. Alright, cool. Yeah. So I'm just gonna Roost, see what happens. This thing I think can maybe hit me, but I gotta try and get my HP back, I think. Maybe it might be Stone Edge. So actually, I don't know if I can stay in. My Bronzong's kind of set up to always wall this and then get big with press. Maybe I do that. Yeah. We'll go there and see how it goes. I just have to keep Zapdos alive to pressure out the Corviknight. Other than that, Zapdos doesn't really do anything for me here at this point. And we know he's boots on this thing. This is fine. He's probably gonna knock me off, but alright, so maybe I need to take a class or something because I just don't speak when I'm recording for like large chunks. And the gameplay, anyway, the gameplay is being clicked and important, so I can only cut in certain places. And I want the background music, so I keep recording over what I'm doing. But pretty much I put the future sight out because Muck doesn't want to eat that hit. And then from that point, I was like, okay, Corbin, this might get big with me, but he doesn't know that I'm this set yet, so maybe he'll U-turn, which will give me an advantage on the press difference. That was the thought process. Instead, I sat here in silence and we just watched. So I've already done it in a couple places. You've probably heard a slight difference. I'm trying to mesh it as well as I can, but there will be some post-recorded audio with my thoughts. I'm forgetting to talk in this game because I'm trying to think. He's got to go colossal, like he's got to. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna hit this colossal super hard. Let's see. I think I can. This thing could be like mix or could be special. It clicked dual wing beat though, so something makes me feel like I can just iron defense again so he's walled and then gyro ball, right? Like. So even though I just said that, I immediately clicked gyro ball without IDing again. I should have ID'd because then I would have been able to go to max here and could have just started pressing. But I didn't think, in case I clicked press, that he was going to go hardcore because he would lose that trade. Eating future sight and then also eating a press would mean he'd have to roost, which I can go to force. So I just didn't think it was going to be Corbinite. But yeah, again, just sat here in silence the whole time with random ums and reminding that I wasn't talking. Oh yeah, I liked that play, apparently. Enough to just say that and then nothing else. But, yeah. Bronzong performing super hard. We're getting big. At this point, we've accomplished the goal of not getting 6-0'd. Can't really go anywhere besides Colossal, but now that I'm +3, he doesn't kill, and body press should just about kill. Muck is fine. We're gonna get a future sight off. Alright, so I knew when I saw Curse that he was probably Curse, Drain Punch, Poison Jab, insert fourth move. I decided to just play the who get crits first game because I thought with future sight, even if I were to get crit first, I should win this trade. So that's what I'm gonna go for. But in the game at the moment, I'm not speaking. I became self-conscious about how long the game was taking, so I just started clicking. Yeah, it's always rough when I'm playing. What'd that do? Body press did 17, so he's kind of like the same set as me. That's pretty bad. It's like really, really bad for me. It's good enough to blow a hole through his team, which is fine. The crit obviously sucks because I can't just win the game with Bronzong now, but I don't know how this guy wins as much of the game anyway at this point. Like, yeah, he goes Corviknight, and that's whatever, but I'm just gonna click body press. He can't let me hit it. I mean, he can let me hit it. It'll just go back to like the same amount of chip, but so now we go Zapdos, and we just click Thunderbolt. It should be in range to kill Max Pedef Corv. He can't go hard Salamence either. And then we just go from there, really. Let's see. So here I was fearing Rock Move, but I decided I had to get out. I would also just like, before this happens, to come in and say this has been my worst game in terms of not talking. I don't know why I got so into the zone towards the end, but all I really needed was decent diff in this game. I didn't even have to win, and I'm playing like this is for finals. I'm just not speaking. That is pretty tough. I don't know. That change in click right there saved me because obviously I saw Iron Defense and Press, so I wasn't exactly sure what the other two were. I thought maybe we'd be Rapid Spin and one other move, but obviously it saved because he clicked Power Gem, but I'm skipping through turns, so you can't really see. Alright, so it's a good set on his Colossal, but I don't know if we're really in danger. We are clearly, obviously in danger, right? But if Power Gem's only doing 21 to my Zapdos without a crit, I can hit him twice. So I do Thunderbolt here, he attacks me, and then I Roost, and then we do it again. Yeah, we just Roost here, and there's not really a difference. Anyway, like I was saying, this is the most I've ever had to re-record audio, because I can't cut any of these plays out. They matter in terms of the game, especially this late, but I'm just not speaking, minus I'll randomly say or sniff or breathe or whatever. He clicks, if I Roost and he pressed, it does more, and if I don't Roost, Rock Gem or Power Gem, sorry, will kill me. So it just became just 50-50s, but we got him to 9%, so that was really all we wanted. So Power Whip can miss and Poltergeist can miss. If I miss, we're in trouble. So I'm gonna Fairy Terra and go for the Power Whip, I suppose. So Salamence can win here, unfortunately. We have to pretty much like just strength sap this guy till he loses. Yeah, we're gonna take it back. This is wild. I just have like 2-minute sections where I'm clicking, skipping animation, and not saying anything. Yeah, so the idea here is obvious. We lower his attack enough and hope that he doesn't crit so that Ogerpon can win the game. Play rough based on my calc was showing that it would do somewhere between 70 something to like 94. So I needed to try and keep him low enough for that to kill, but also waste his roosts. Because if he kills me when he's at 100, then he could kill with dual wing beat, or if he has another move, crits change the game. So the goal was to try and get him under 80, but I just continue to not talk. It's wild. I mean, I understand what he's doing, but I don't really, get it. If he wants to click it all the way down like this, we can. There's not really a difference here to me. What is? I think he's like -6 at this point. So I don't think it really matters. So this is the last one I'm doing. I don't care. We'll sit in silence till the end after this. In-game me thought it was so obvious what I was doing and that he couldn't beat me. The reason I was thinking that is because we're going to see it maybe here in a second, is I thought Strength Sap would continue to heal me even if I got him to the lowest section, which isn't true. So yeah, we're gonna see. But I missed Power Whip, but I got that crit, which made him burn 2 extra roosts, so that's fine. It's obviously pretty. So I got some health back there. Now he's at -6, and I thought that he couldn't kill me without a crit, like without clicking something else or critting. So I assumed I'd get like 40 something HP back every time I click Strength Sap. So I thought that it was inevitable that I just won with Bramble there, but obviously we didn't. I trolled that last play by not just spinning and putting him at 71. Then this move would always kill as long as I hit. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the game, and I don't know. I got to take a lesson or a class or something, because just sitting in silence is like, I don't know, you're just watching a live replay, man. I don't know what I'm doing, but I got so into trying to win that it's just nothing. Alright, so Wano picks up the last kill here. Get his ass either way. And then we're all set. 1-0 win is fine. We just take the win. Like I said, I don't think I could have been eliminated from playoffs, but we'll just take that and go from here and get out of here. I'll see you guys for playoff week 1 and GLGN. Let me turn this off.